Lloyd, I'm Agitated Crane, and I read on some lore, on the Helya lore more specifically. Where is she, by the way? She disappeared. There. That gal. But I kinda mentioned it in the last episode. I'm not sure if I should be trying to retell it because I'm probably not well suited for it. If I'm being honest, because as I said, I dislike how it fits together. But basically, she used to be a watcher. She used to be a watcher, and she was part of the team who created the elemental plane. So she was like a big magic user. Then um, dragon aspects were created, and Odin did not like it. So he was like, "Oh, I'm gonna create my own army, and by creating my own army, I'm gonna be doing basically when Vrikul die, I'm gonna upgrade them to Valarjar, and so then I guess not Valarjar because as we spoke about Bjorn and Jarl, so Valarjar, I guess, and uh, the, but for that he needed to have Valkyr, and to create Valkyr and this is kind of what I don't like because the Valkyr spirit healer Kyrian lore is kind of sketch, uh, and it's also partly because Warcraft used to have angels canonically. So, for example, if you played original Warcraft 3, Reign of Chaos, and Frozen Throne, Paladins there, when they resurrect people, you see like an angelic being come down and resurrect people. And that's to me it was like an angel, right? But then with Warcraft they wanted to move away from angels, even though they in vanilla they had spirit healers and they kind of look angelic as well, right? But then they were like, oh no no no, those are not angels. Um, so they then leaned heavily into Norse mythology with Wrath of the Lich King. So that's where we started to have like Thorin, Loken, Vrikul are basically Vikings. We started to have Valkyrs as well. But Valkyrs were serving the Lich King. And this is kind of like confusion as well because you have your proper Valkyr, then you have the Valkyr that serve the Lich King. Then there was speculation that spirit healers are Valkyr, and I think it was even mentioned somewhere in the lore that when Odin kind of disappeared, the Valkyr that were left unattended became spirit healers, stuff like that. But then I'm pretty sure this is Shadowlands lore because before Shadowlands none of this existed. In Shadowlands, it was added that Odin was. I think he was chatting with Muelzala, who is like troll dead god or something, and he made a bargain that he traded his eye in order to see into afterlife or something like that, which I think is kind of similar to what Norse mythology is, because Odin in real mythology he sacrificed his eyes to have like prophetic visions or something like that. Um, I don't quote me on that. I don't actually know for sure. Don't remember. But he did that, and so he started to see into Shadowlands, and so he saw the Kyrian, and so he modeled Valkyr after Kyrian, and the Kyrians then he then basically used Valkyr to steal souls from Shadowlands, which, as I'm saying, it's that's like I skipped a little bit. So when Odyn was why I started talking about dragons. When Odyn did not like the dragon stuff, he said that he asked Helya to separate part of the Titan complex. I think it was Uldum. I'm actually confused about all the Ul facilities, but he basically took part of it and uh, rose it above ground and made House of Valor. Uh, Helya used some kind of magic using the same system as when Elemental Plane was created by her and some other Watchers. So it's kind of like a pocket dimension, and then the Shadowland stuff. And as I said, I don't like this because it would have and in huge part it's because of the Shadowlands, right? Because if you have it just like pocket dimensions, okay, cool, but then you put Shadowlands into the mix, and now suddenly it adds like this layer that doesn't match with anything, and that's kind of what Shadowlands did. It did it not only with this lore, but also with the lore of the Emerald the Dream, and lore of the Lich King, and the lore of the, I think, even Titans and Legion. So it's kind of messed up. But if you said, for example, that if Shadowlands existed from the beginning, and if you said that so Odin, so he don't even tie it to dragons, because I feel like that's like a separate topic. But I feel like it would have been more elegant to tie it to Curse of Flesh, because Vrikul originally were Titan forged, right? And so Odin could have been like, okay, so I see Curse of Flesh is happening, and I see that those guys are now dying, and their souls are going to Shadowlands. And what I'm going to do is I'm gonna go to Shadowlands, gonna take the souls of the biggest fighters, biggest badasses, and stuff like that. And instead of having them go through the soul process, I'm gonna put them into new bodies of Valariars and make them into fighters again. I feel that would have been so much more elegant, but again, this is like lore written by a bunch of different people at a bunch of different times with different plans in mind and stuff like that. So that's kind of why it's so fucky, in my opinion. So yeah, there you go. Hope it made sense. Uh, Still have not figured out why Helya has tentacles, because so she used to be a watcher, then Odin transformed her into Valkyr. Okay, cool. I can kinda imagine it. But then somehow she got tentacles and the current form. And I think it's yeah. I think it's partially because of Loken, but I didn't really find a decent explanation for it. I'm if I'm honest, like I didn't spend that much time looking into it, but tentacles scream old gods to me, right? And but the only connection to old gods with Helya is Loken, and even with Loken, I'm not sure. And this is because I haven't really played uh, through Wrath of the Lich King while I was paying too much attention, and so I'm not sure if Loken was corrupted enough to have this type of old god connection, because Loken, I we can actually look it up here, right? If we go to class, not classic, Wrath of the Lich King, and we go to Ulduar, we get a crash? No. So we get Loken. Is Loken not here? Fuck, where is Loken then? Loken. Is he in dungeons? In Ul something? In House of Reflection, maybe? Falric, Marvin, Escape from Vartas. Okay, not House of Reflection. Lightning. Yeah, okay, so here is Loken. And he does not seem corrupted, right? He doesn't have too much lore here either. The prime designate of Azeroth was taken to keep Ixaron secure within its prison. None could have foreseen that the keeper entrusted to safeguard the world from the old gods' malevolence would be the one responsible for its undoing. So I haven't really looked into Loken lore, but I think there is like Yaxaron is responsible for Curse of Flesh, if I'm not mistaken. So I think I should research Loken a little bit more, but even looking at his model when we deal with him, he does not look corrupted by the old gods that much. But then in the lore that I was reading was stated that he chatted with Helya, and he basically made her turn on Odyn eventually, which she was not happy with Odyn to begin with. But then, how does that give her tentacles? Because I would have expected Loken to be more corrupted, to then spread corruption somehow to Helya. But I did not see any of that. Like, I did not see him, the lore that I was reading, say that, oh, he connected Ixaron with Helya or anything like that. There was nothing about him corrupting her or anything like that. It's basically that Loken is same as Loki, kind of like a trickster, and so he convinced her to turn on Odin, which she was happy to do because she had issues with him to begin with. So I don't understand where the tentacles came from. And as I said, like I didn't read too deeply into the lore. Maybe I will find it eventually. But yeah, it seems like this is cool. So we are going with that, but it's not really. And you know, they don't have to spell out everything either. So I'm not that upset that it's not explained. Like it could be that there is like a whole chapter of her life that is just not currently in the game. I mean that's fine, but it just because I have experience with other Warcraft lore, that kind of screams, "Oh yeah, we did not finish this." So, or that we created this this character model because we thought it looked cool, but it doesn't really have like any lore background, I guess. I already took the quest from her, and I think the quest is to save the ladies. How do I save? No, I get the light from the ship, and then I get using that light I can go save the ladies. Okay. Who is Yarvild the Trusted? Don't know, but he's gonna die if I find him. I'm not able to find him. He's somewhere in the cave. Probably like here. Oh my god. Yeah, there he is. In this damp cave. He's trusted. Let's go Whirlwind, kill everyone, and now we can terminate this guy, even though he summons tentacles. Oh my god. Thank you. Now I can charge you. Helya's boon. More tentacles. Why is he so lively? Why am I missing? He's fell touched. He doesn't have any buffs. Okay, how about I start raging? Is that gonna help or not at all? How do I keep missing? So weird.
I'm out of range.
Okay, seriously, what's going on here? I do manage to land some hits, but like, see, mace,
It's too far away.
59. What is this reduction? And I don't see any like buffs or anything like that on him. So annoying. In fact, I only see my debuffs on him. Why do I miss? Jesus, what the fuck is going on? Like, it almost feels like the only thing that does damage is actually like the bleed that I have going on him. Again miss. Miss. Why is it so little damage? And I don't get loot from him? Okay, hold on. Hit. Healed you. My actions. Eight physical, glancing. Damage 68 physical. Why is it so low? So weird. Whatever. I'm leaving. I'm leaving this place. This place is not fun. Like, this guy again is not... No, okay, he's dying. Soul Thirster. Where is this boy?
I need to target something first.
There? By the way, I'm not sure if I adjusted the sound settings or not. I don't think I fucked with them since I recorded previously, so it should be fine. But who knows? You should be able to hear me if I'm not fighting, at the very least. But if I am fighting, then I'm not sure. Okay.
I need to get closer.
What do we have here? Let's get... better critical strike. Finishing blows. Rand. This is cool, but I already have a lot of abilities, and I feel like if I start having too many, it's gonna start to be difficult to play.
Too far away.
Like, I can barely reach 7 with my fingers, so technically I think one ability I could maybe take. Let's go with Impale. That's a general increase over the board. And then we will replace Whirlwind with Cleave, I think, and that's our plan.
I'm out of range.
Bloodbeard. Well, surely he's gonna have some quest item that I want. There we go. Helheim Waylight. Okay, cool. And then we also got this guy here.
I need to get
Come
closer.
here. Friend, you're gonna get killed. Oh my god. Okay, Tentacruel dead. And we get a shit ton of items. Which most of them, I'm not sure what they do. Oh, there was some artifact power from what I can see, some bronze.
It's
So
too far
all of that is cool. It's cool. I like it.
I need to get closer.
Okay. Do we get perhaps... No, still very far away from the ability.
Our foe is
That
great,
sucks.
champion, but we will win the day.
Were you able to secure the lantern? Yes. I am now a green lantern. This appears to be what we need. Now we can prepare for the battle ahead. I imagine the power of your weapon will be what allows us to defeat Geir. But right now you are too weak for the confrontation. We must reclaim the missing pieces of your spirit. Helya must have scattered them throughout her realm to keep them from you. If you can find them, shine the lantern and they should be set free. Be careful though, it is unlikely that Helya left your spirit fragments unguarded. Our power alone may not be enough to fight the behemoth, Geir. Fortunately, Falyar was kind enough to send our allies into Helheim with us. Earlier, I had discovered several of them being tortured by the elemental forces of Helheim. You may think the dead can't drown, but with Helya's power, this is not the case. I could not release them then, but now that you possess the Veilite, you may be able to. Seek them out and free them from an eternity of suffering. Okay. So let's save some Valkyr. I mean, this is them, right? Can I go like into like kind of like cool shot for the recording, like this? Well, not really cool. I think we will get cooler shot with Geir or whatever the champion name is. I feel like I keep glancing with the weapon. And the item level of the weapon is actually quite low, but the infinite power is supposed to balance it out. Like, look, if I unequip it, I get 160 strength. Hey, that's not that much. Well, I guess it's only 7% for now. Okay, whatever. How do I get fragments of will? There we have fragment of something. Of will, specifically. Great.
You are clever, outsider,
Saved.
but your efforts will only prove futile.
Is it not guarded by an enemy? I guess maybe he was, but whoever was chasing stuff before me killed them. Could be the case. Oh, look, I found a chest. Beautiful. And I'm actually going to use the bigly jumply the same way the other guy did. Can I not use the jumpy? Oh, that's disappointing. Can I do like so? Oh my god, seriously? So do I get stuck here then? Oh, there you go. Yeah, so you have to fight this rotten jailer instead. Oh, look at the dead fishes. They still swimming. Dutifully swimming in the waters. Okay. Where is the cave with this fragment of might? Here it is.
It's too far away.
Do not think you are close to winning, unworthy one.
Ha! I got my might back. Well, hold on. Was that the case? Is that why I felt so weak trying to fight everyone? Because I did not have my fragment of might? Surely that's not the case, because I did not have any of the debuffs or anything like that. Who knows? And the last jailer is here. Not to be confused with Zoval jailers. There we go. Dealt with, and we got Fragment of Valor.
How resourceful you are! You might make a worthwhile plaything yet!
Here we go. Here we have our last Valkyra. Beautiful. Now to make sure I get the 100%, because I think this is... we are close to the end of this section. So let's just make sure that we are maxed out on everything that is available. There we go. Oh, look. We now have Valkyrs in our camp. Yes, I can feel your power returned. Helya will regret the day she challenged one such as you. It is good to have my shield maidens returned to my side. You have gained allies today. You know you have also gained my gratitude. Why don't they look like Valkyr, by the way? They look like ghost Vrikuls, but not Valkyrs. Why are they even ghosts if they are Valkyrs? I'm again confusion. Wait, isn't Valkyra just like the warrior order? But then once they die, they become Valkyr, maybe? I don't know. Can I Google this again? I'm sorry. Okay. Valkyra. Valkyra. Yes, so they are not... So they aspire to become Valkyr. So they are not quite Valkyr yet. They want to be Valkyrs. Okay. There is no more cause for hesitation. Now is the time to strike. We will defeat this foul behemoth and meet Helya's bargain. The path out of Helheim awaits, outsider. Prepare yourself.
The time for planning is over, champion. Now, we take action!
Okay. And it looks like someone is already... no. No one is fighting him just yet, so I can level up very quickly. Gain additional charge. We are now a happy fighter. And we can charge at this boy and try to fight him.
It's too far away.
Come on, stop it.
My darling pet! You will pay for this!
Alright, that is done. The day is won. Now we must collect our reward. Let us hope that Helya keeps her side of the bargain. We have fulfilled Helya's bargain. Now we see if she will keep to her word. When you are ready, we should proceed to the throne. If you have any other business here, I would suggest finishing it now. I will follow your lead. Okay, but I think I am pretty much happy with whatever is whatever I was doing here. Actually, you know what? There are those things. So we have treasure chest here. Captain Dargun here and some treasure chests here, and I wonder. I mean, I know we can go back to Helheim. I'm pretty sure that you would be able to come back here and grind. But I wonder if do we want to? That is the question. Because explore Stormheim, that should be easy, hopefully. Lore runner, sojourner, storylines, that's fine. Recover treasures, defeat enemies, soul taker, soul trapper Mevra, not familiar. Earn exalted with Voyager, okay. Looking for group. House of Valor, Maw of Souls, Trial of Valor. Yeah, I don't think I need to try to collect treasures anymore. Because we got like a couple of treasures and some of the elusive foes, and it seems like that's enough. Like you don't have to 100% it. Unless it's hidden somewhere here. Which could be, but so far doesn't look like that. So let's just finish with Helya. There we go. Helya massive presence looms in the distance from the platform. Is it in the distance? I guess it is in the distance. She is huge. This altar appears to be a means to communicate with her. We have defeated your champion. Now release us from Helheim.
It is done, Helya. We have fulfilled your bargain, and we will collect our payment.
Such insolence! None will leave Helheim while I rule! What? This cannot be!
Her hold is weakening. She cannot keep us here.
No one leaves Helheim! No one!
Your terms were met, Helya. It seems even you must honor your word.
No!
Cool. So we were saved by Odyn, I guess? Maybe? Because we were worthy? Which is funny because we were worthy to begin with because we were in Skyhold already as a warrior. See, they even call me Valaryar.
Hail, champion!
Do you have cool stuff? No. Not really. As you can see, I haven't unlocked all of this stuff because I don't think I'm honored, not honored, fully exalted with Valariar on retail. So the dead return from Helheim and back. An impressive feat. Your word has been judged and the trial passed. Now to your destiny, to the House of Valor.
Goodbye then.
With Ashildir's judgment, your final trial is complete, but even Valhalla's can wait. For now, we must eat. Being dead works up quite an appetite. Come now, bring some of that fish to roast over the fire. It is far too heavy for me to carry.
See you again soon. The trials are won, but your foe remains. His tainted flock bars the halls of the righteous. To sever this head, you must cripple the body. But first, Stormheim's savior has someone very important to save.
Hey, over here.
1 second.
I've been expecting.
It is clear that your cooking prowess is only matched by your might in combat. Now, in full bellies, we ride to Valhalla's.
See your fate.
The House of Valor is your destiny to claim. But it is already in the claiming. The good king befouls its steps with demons and wickedness. Your dragon allies have come to house defense, but they need your aid. The Vrikul have taken the leader of the storm, dragons, the one you call Vetir. Free your dragon friend, champion, and wash the Felscorn from the gates of Valor.
Walk with purpose.
So that's that section, and then we have Dread Rider Cohen to continue the Horde storyline, I guess. Which we could do. But first, let us improve whatever we have here. I'm keeping Touch of Malice. Terror from below, I guess, could be an improvement. Sure. Avoidance I don't care about, so that will work. Retaliation don't care about, and this. Hold on. Is that our infinite power? Is that available? No, that's not available infinite power. That's what I have spent already, I guess. Also, that's pointless. That is pointless. I'm really looking forward to getting more of this stuff unlocked.
Good day for flying.
Hold on.
Good luck out there.
I could talk with her, but I think she will send me somewhere else. So maybe I should continue with this, because it looks like... I'm not sure, actually. where to go, or more precisely where I want to go, because we have... so I think she will send me here, because this is the Horde section. But then we also have that that journal that I did not explore, and it looks like it's seriously just like a side quest. Let's go do that, maybe. I'm not sure if that's here. And then there is this black feathered stuff as well. Let's try to do that. That basically. And then in the other episode we will see what else we will do. Yeah. So what do we have here? I was ignoring this thing because I thought that we will get here with the main story, but no, this is like proper side quest. The journal entry appears hastily written. I do not know what has become of my village. Ever since the mists engulfed the harbor, my kinsfolk have changed. Some have grown violent and savage, while others have have fallen into madness. Many have ventured into the mists and have yet to return. In those times, we can usually turn to our leader, Jarl Tarben. Alas, the mists have taken him as well. I do not know what will become of me. For now, I can only stay at my post and remain vigilant. Okay. Locate clues in the harbor. Again, like Rickle, Kvaldir, Helya, all that stuff seems really cool. But it feels like we are only scratching the surface, because it's not like the main story. It's never the main story. It's always like a side quest. So where is this treasure? Ah, there it is. So I kinda go like this. Oh. And like this. And I get this treasure. Stan's log. The mists are having an ill effect on my crew. They have become wild and uncontrollable. They care not for the sea and prefer to bicker and brawl with each other. Kjell, the harbor master, has ordered us to depart for fresh supplies as soon as we are able. I have assigned extra duties in hopes that the work will occupy their time until we ship out. I can only hope that the sea air will calm my crew and return their vigor. Okay. Oh, Floki is here. He's a rune sage. Recall funeral breastplate. Apparently it's an improvement. Good, good. Where am I supposed to be going though? This way? Does that make sense? Maybe. I mean, I can just fly, I guess, to the clues, but I'm trying to follow like a true adventurer's path, if that makes sense. Like, how would I get there if I was not like a demigod who can fly everywhere?
I'm out of range.
Sigrid's journal. A curse, a curse has fallen upon our harbor. Gulls drop like stones from the sky. I saw one fall on a deckhand's head the other day. It knocked him out cold. Really? Schools of fish rode belly up in the shoals. Our fishermen have not had a decent catch in weeks, and the stench of dead fish is horrible. I have taken an extra shifts in the tower, as most of my watchmen have gone missing. I take a respite up here, as the foul odor and stale air are not as stifling. The harbor is dead. The mists have choked the very life from it. Hmm. So that's what the mists of Pandaria are about. That was a joke. Put down your pitchforks. I actually started to enjoy Mists of Pandaria out of nowhere after the remix, actually. Before that, I thought that Mists of Pandaria are absolute garbage. Now I think they are useful garbage. Well, okay. They are not really a garbage. As I said, I kind of like it.
I need to get closer.
Well, barely did any damage to him. Did that count? I don't think it did. Ah, fuck it. Fuck it, fuck it, fuck it. Yeah, so about Mists of Pandaria. I found a place for them in my headcanon, and I appreciate them for what they are. So even though I still make jokes about Mists of Pandaria, they're not as bad. I started to appreciate them a little bit. If I'm being honest, they still don't fit with majority of the lore. The way I understand it, obviously. But I like them enough to consider using them in my fanfiction as well. So there you go.
I need a target.
Yell's requisition. There is a note attached to a supply requisition. Harbor Master Kiel, I do not know what foul bane those mists carry, but barely a day after they engulfed the harbor, our entire stock of provisions spoiled. We need to resupply our stock immediately. Dispatch Captain Stan on a supply run as soon as he is able, assuming he can stop his crew from bickering long enough to set sail. In the meantime, we will all have to tighten our belts and stretch what little we have left. Since most of the town has gone missing, this shouldn't be too difficult. See, this is actually quite interesting. I'm not sure what's going on here. I'm gonna guess that Helya is somehow involved. Like perhaps she is sending the mist that is transforming everyone into Kvaldir. Maybe, maybe. could be that. You.
It's too far away.
Can you... Okay, I guess I have to fly to him. Or could I have... No.
I need to get closer.
Again, not necessary to kill all the rares, but since they give artifact power and some bronze, might as well.
Target something first.
See? Bunch of stuff. Okay. Okay. And we got stuff here. Holvir's roster. Most of the roster entries are blank. There is a sloppily written note on the corner of one of the drafts. Damn those mists to Helheim. Not long after they arrived, many of my craftsmen have vanished, and the few that remain have not the sense in their head to work. They act as if they had run headlong into the mast. How am I supposed to get Stan's ship ready for sail when a sparse bunch of loons, with a sparse bunch of loons at my disposal? I will do what I can to get the ship seaworthy, alone if I must, but I need good men to fill my work roster. Okay, now what are we finding? No, that's the final clue. Okay. Is the ship ready here? Hold on. Well, something is happening there. Yes, I want to do this.
It's too far away. Have a target. I'm out of range. I need a target. I
Ooh.
need to target something first.
Okay. Looks like both died.
I'm out of range. I don't have a target.
Was kinda hoping for more loot, if I'm being honest. The raiders, was that just the one guy that I killed? That was it? Really? Okay, whatever. Let's go get the final clue. Wait, isn't Havi our friend Havi?
Look what the ravens have dropped off.
What you doing here? Are you responsible for this?
Listen well.
Do you know what you see here, little outsider? It is the fate of the Tideskorn, once not so scorned by the tides. It was Helya, the foul sea witch, whose wrath consumed their fleets, and whose foul mists broke the mightiest of the Vrikul. The Jarls had no choice but to give up the sea, for axe and sword do not to slay mist and brine. Consumed their fleets. And her mists. Okay, so that's supposedly her doing? Do we believe that? What do you know of the Kvaldir? Helya's domain is to watch over the souls of the unworthy, while those who die in glory are sent to Odyn in the gates of Valor to train for their final battle. But Helya, she is jealous witch and cannot be sated with the souls she is given. Thus she made the Kvaldir, once mighty Vrikol, now torn and corrupted by her foul magics. They serve her eternally, plundering the souls of the living to feed her unquenchable lust for death. They are blight outsider, nothing more.
Oh, goodbye then. Seek your fate.
Okay, 1 second. Okay, there was some infighting between my pets. The mists of this bay rot not only the wood of the ships, but the very souls of its inhabitants. But it seems you have already discovered this. Hmm. Yeah, see, this is cool.
See you again soon.
Oh, and we get a bunch of side quests now.
Walk with purpose.
The Kvaldir exists to spite Odin, and it is here their spiteful work is done. They rob the souls of the living, the souls not yet judged, thus robbing Odin of his champions. They bring them here to transport to Helya, though the mists obscure any indications of how. You seem to fare the mists well. Perhaps if you search the wreckage in the bay, the answer might present itself. You outsiders seem to have a knack for uncovering the most hidden of secrets.
Seek your fate.
Souls are not the only plunder Helias craves, and the Kvaldir are ever eager to please. Among their spoils are the venerable blades of fallen heroes who dared stand against Helia's minions. Those blades belong in a place of honor, not among their wretched kind. Reclaim the blades for the honor of the Tideskorn.
Walk with purpose.
Many of the Kvaldir here in the bay are former denizens of this harbor, cursed by the sea witch, Helya, to do her bidding for all time. The ones you read about, they still walk the stagnant waters. They could be given respite should a kind soul bring it to them at the tip of a blade. So tell me, how kind is your soul? Okay.
See you again soon.
So he said something curious here. Kvaldir exists to spite Odin because she they rob the souls of the living, the souls not yet judged, thus robbing Odin of his champions. So it's kind of if I try to translate it. So basically, once Vrikol die, they are judged, and then Odin would take them as his warriors. But if but Helya basically tries to take them before that. Okay. But then are Kvaldir undead? Or are they just like corrupted? And they stole souls.
I need to get closer.
So what I'm trying to figure out is if Kvaldir are afterlife or not, because we did have Kvaldir in Helheim, but I guess maybe they were not supposed to be Kvaldir. It's kind of like something different, I guess. Maybe. So for example, right? If because Forsaken are not, they are undead, right? But they are not from Shadowlands. So then Kvaldir are undead, but they are not from Helheim, I guess. What do we have here? What are we supposed to have here? Havi's clue is supposed to be here. Okay. Where would it be? Oh, Captain's 10. Okay. Let's deal with the captain then.
I need to target
No.
something first.
Don't take me to the mists. Oh, I just realized that Maw of Souls is here, and that's supposedly that's Helheim dungeon, right? I think. So I guess lore-wise is it's like so. This place is close to the Maw of Souls, and that's where Helya is taking her prisoners. Where do we have Maw of Souls? Yeah, see, Helya. And Harbaron. And Ymiron. What is this, by the way? Ah, it's supposed to have a clue. Okay. Well, it doesn't have clues. It has trash items. Broken tiller. It could be salvaged by a talented shipwright. Well, I'm just gonna sell it. Damaged harp. The favorite instrument of the Nightborn aristocracy, though easily ruined by rough handling. Strip of sailcloth. You doubt even a tailor could use this. Yeah, so we are finding like a bunch of trash here. Ashildir's unending courage. Even at the darkest times, there is power in courage. And deteriorating Tideskorn war banner, once flown proudly on the masts of Brickle longships. Okay, okay. I was kinda hoping that I can avoid this, but okay, let's fight every tentacles that we can find. Well, that just disappeared. Enraged Scrog. I feel like I could probably take him. So let's not waste time on him.
I'm out of range.
There we go. Sigrid is here. Again, they look cool. We should seriously consider making Vrikul playable. And again, it fucking just disappears. Is the clue bugged? Surely it cannot be, right? Surely it cannot be.
I need to get closer.
Kieli! Well, Kiel, you're gonna get killed. There we go. Oh, look at this. A Doom Guard.
It's too far away.
Last two Doom Guards gave like a really shitty rewards. So I'm hoping that this time it's going to be better. Please be better. Okay, it's better. So, I still have to get one of the blades here. So that is done. And now seriously, I need a final clue. But this thing is just despawning.
I need to get closer.
Wigner here. First time seeing him. It's probably a side quest for later. But let's kill him already. Okay, so something does not work with those, I think. If it's trash, I'm able to loot it, but sometimes there are things that just disappear. I seriously hope they don't have this thing bugged. Okay, so trash working, perfect. Trash working. Not trash, not working. Flower working.
It's too far away.
I don't like this because I'm not even seeing the trashes anymore.
The target.
Oh, here is one, I guess. Trash item. Okay. Nothing. Yeah, I'm a little bit worried that when I get nothing, that's where the clue was supposed to be. Ah! Okay. So it does work. Engraved with the ship's name, Naglfar. Okay. Banner, sailcloth, mariner bell, used to signal other ships through dense fog. I kind of want to try killing him because I think it's he counts towards my other side quest, where I'm supposed to kill elites. The fight itself does not seem to be that hard, so that's helpful.
I need to target something first.
And I'm gonna fly out of here.
I don't have a target.
There I am.
You're here at last. Oh.
Have you
goodbye
found
then.
answers or more questions? Okay, so we got corroded maritime plaque.
See you again soon.
Then Naglfar, so Helya's Kvaldir can navigate the mists.
Oh. Goodbye then.
Do you have the blades? Yes, the revered weapon of a long-dead Tideskorn warrior.
Seek your fate.
I will see that those blades are returned where they belong. The dead smile upon you, outsider.
Walk with purpose.
Their toil is ended, and fewer Kvaldir walk the lands of Stormheim. Both are blessings, I would say.
Oh. The Naglfar must be stopped. But you are not yet strong enough.
Maw of Souls. The next task may be too perilous.
Tell me when you are prepared to face this challenge, outsider.
The next task may be too perilous, even for you, little outsider. Return to me when you have fully owned your strength. Only then would you hope to survive the Naglfar. Maw of Souls, piercing the mists.
Seek your fate.
It's time. In a time before memory, the Naglfar was the prize of Helya's fleet. It would seem that it has lived on to serve her once more. Now the dread ship sails the Sea of Souls and cuts through the mist unseen by the living. The Kvaldir must have a way to summon her, and this is what you must seek. Find her, birth, and board the Naglfar. Put an end to the death ship, and the souls of the Tideskorn may be redeemed. Okay. So this is a quest for the dungeon. And I will actually run it and run it on camera, I think. When sweeping strikes, yeah, cleave. Let's go with cleave. So I will actually run it, but I will run it, I think, in the next episode. I think that makes sense to me. So in the next episode, we will run the dungeon, which is the end of this storyline. And then we will continue with... Actually, we will go back here and do Plight of the Black Feather. So that's like another side quest that I skipped somehow. So we will do that. And then continue with the main story, I guess. Or no, maybe it would be better to go to the Horde section. I'm not sure. Anyway, regardless, I think we will end the episode here. Like so. And yeah. Subscribe to my channel. I'll leave a comment if I missed anything about Helya lore, which I think I missed like a bunch. But if you know something interesting, I guess. And subscribe to my OnlyFans. Goodbye.